All right, we're going to be doing a nickel search now. This has been opened by the bank, but all of them are Loomis rolls, circulated coins in here. So I'll be going through the first 10. I'll be looking for older coins, 59 and older, 1959 and older. Really looking for the war nickels, the key dates, and RPMs and stuff like that. Hopefully, I can find some Buffalo nickels. That'd be nice too. And if we get really lucky, maybe even a V nickel. Maybe some Silver War nickels. It's kind of stuff we're looking for. So I'm going to go through the first 10 and I will check back with you here in a minute to let you know what I found. All right. Done with the first 10 rolls. Unfortunately, 5 of them were really nice, shiny, brand new 2022 Ds. I opened 2 of them. Here's the other 3. They all weighed about the same. So I only had 5 rolls to go through. During that 5 rolls, I had one older find, a 1941 Philly. Put that over there. A 1989 Canadian. So got my first foreign. And then I got 5 or 4 die chips, 1 die crack. Go through those here real quick. It's 2023. I believe this one's just the die chip there on the between the E and the R and Liberty. I think that was the only thing on that one. 1915 or 2015 P again, the die chip there between the E and the R and Liberty, and that one's a little bit easier to see. And again, I think that was the only thing on that one. No other die chip. Oh, nope. I take that back. We got another die chip right there in the T. So we have something else. Yay. 2016 P. Again, die chip there in I and E for Liberty. And then we also have die chip there in the O. And that's it for that one. 2018 P. No die chip in Liberty. And I believe this one here is, we got the start of the die chip here on the side. You can see it right there and right there. And eventually that'll become a big die chip later on. And then the 2021. This coin here seems to be in really nice condition. But whenever we look at the back, we have a die crack going from the building over to the edge. And that's it for this one. So those are our that's it. I got the next 10 out and ready. I've checked them. There are no rolls of 20, no brand new rolls on that one. They're all circulated rolls. So hopefully I'll have more to find next time. I'll check back with you here in a minute. All right, I'm done with the next 10 rolls, and I got 3 new finds. I got a 47 Philly. Only weighs 5 grams, so not a henning. Then I got 2 59 Denvers. A little bit bad thing. So I got that, and then I got some oddities. Got this one that was out of the last roll I opened. Looked like somebody needed a little screwdriver, so they just squeezed down the edge of this one, turned it into a screwdriver. I was watching Coin Help You, Daniel's thing on impossible coins, and while I was watching that, I opened up a roll, and this was an ender on it. Thinking like, they aren't supposed to be that color. Come on. There we go. I am pretty sure this one is coated with something. You can see even, yep, come on. Even the rims are the copper color. But it weighs 4.96 grams. So it's not the nickel was missing out of the cent. It would the nickel's a quarter of the weight, so it'd be over a gram light. This is just looks like it's been coated with something. You can see little places on the like there on the eyebrow where it looks like the coating got knocked off a little bit, but it just looks like it's. I mean, it might be. I'm going to hang on to this one. I'm not going to throw it back. Do a little bit more research on it, but there's always a chance it could be a an issue with the die. But I'm thinking that it has something in it. Then I ran into these two nickels. Let's see if I can find. Oh, yeah. Let's make use of the little yellow pad. These two nickels here are the same year. One of them still has all the nice shine on it. Or it did before I dropped it. The other one, which way's up on this one? But those are the same design. One of them has just been a little bit harder life. But that one's going to get tossed back. I'm just like I'm probably, I don't know, I'll probably hang on to that one for a little bit. And then I got the 6 die chips. So we'll run through those real quick here since I'm not finding any of the older stuff. Okay, nothing on the front. This one here has, oh, die crack on this one right there, going from the building over to the rim. 2012, got the die chip there between the E and the R right there. And I think this one also, nope, it's the one that was just at 2014. Nothing on the front. This one here, you can see the O's totally filled in. You got a die chip there on the FS. And I think that's it for this one. Not the double die, nothing on the dome. So just that one. Oh, totally filled in on that one. 2016, you got the die chip between the E and the R. And on this one here, you also have the die chip, a little bit die chip there. And it looked like right there too. And that right there, I know this is dirty, but that right there is a big die chip. That is a full die chip. Sorry for the blurriness, but changing the angle will show you that that's just a big chunk of metal there. There we go. And not that green stuff. But yeah, so big die chip there. That's the biggest die chip I found. And then get this back. 2019. Nothing on the front. And on the back you have Okay, what was it on this one that I pulled it off for? Okay, let's check the front again. All right. Why the heck did I set this one aside? I don't see a die crack on it. Oh, that's why I set this one. Sorry. Look all up in here. Looks like it has a like a die crack type marbling in it. I don't know if that's because of something got in there, but sorry, going to do the angle here again. As you can see, there's no damage to the outside, but whenever you turn it just a little bit, I don't know if that's from water stains or something like that on it. But they go all the way, a little bit of a crack. I'm going to have to do some searching on that one. I don't know if that's something that could happen because of a die chip or if it could be a planchet issue. You can even see it down there too. I don't know if that's a planchet issue or what that is. So I'm going to have to do more research on that one. And then the last one here is a 2022, and you can see you got a die chip, but it's on the other side of the yard this time. Or actually, that might just be damage. I think that's damage. Never mind. That one's just damage there. This one right here has, oh, oh God, what was, I can't find anything. Okay, why did I set this one aside? Was it because of that? Did I determine that was a die chip? Huh. I'll tell you what, I'm going to have to look at that one. I don't see anything else back here. Okay, maybe I'm looking at the people doing nickel searches online, and I'm all right. Sorry about that. Using an old cell phone as my um, camera, and I got just there we go. Using an old cell phone as my camera, and I hadn't turned off Do Not Disturb, and it hit its time, and it went into Do Not Disturb mode and shut me off. Okay, this one right here. Sorry, let me see if I can get this. That thing in the Liberty turned out to be just a damage, a little nick there, and I was going through them quick and thought it was just another die chip. So this one's nothing, so it's going back. All right, so that's it. Five die chips, or four die chips and one. I don't know what that was. Uh, this is a. I don't know what this is, but I will find out. Two interesting damages and three older coins. So hopefully the next little interlude won't be as interesting with the camera. I will talk to y'all in a couple of minutes after I get done with the next 10. Still got 30 more to go. Talk to y'all in a bit. All right, here's the one for the next 10. I didn't find any more older coins, so I'm still stuck at 1959 and older. I have now found three really pristine and slightly, what do you call them? Slightly, God, toned. That's it. Of the 2004 nickels, all of them Denver. Yeah. You can tell there's hardly any marks on that big field there. But they all have just the same type, just a little bit of toning around the edge like they've been in a book someplace. Those are cool. I found some older coins with chips on them. Bring those up real quick. Yep. Sorry, I've moved this down a little bit so I could see things a little bit better. It's a 2010p. And I believe this one here has that die crack. You can see it right there. Going across over into the building here. And I believe this one, I don't know if the crack goes all the way through. I really can't trace the crack going all the way through, but it's on both edges of the building. So that's pretty good. This coin isn't in that great a shape, but then we had two 2013s. I think they both have the die. Nope, this one doesn't have the die chip on the other one does. One with the die chip in E. Also, you can see it has a little bit of. Oh, what the heck happened there? Okay, let me move my mouse somewhere else because I just minimized everything for me. Has a little bit of a die chip there for the FS. A little bit of die chip there in the O. And I think that was it for that one. Otherwise, the back of this one seems to be pretty beat up too. That's it for the die chips on that one. This one here, you can see a little bit of a die chip up here on the side of the building. Die chip in the O, right there. And this scope makes this magnifying glass look really big, and I think that's it for that one too. So a couple of little die chips on the 2013, and we got a 2016 again with the die chip in between the E and the R. And on the back of this one, doesn't look like we have anything else. So this one's just a die chip between the E and the R. And two 2017 Ps. Yep, come on. This one has a die chip between the E and the R. This one doesn't. So the one without the die chip between the E and the R has a little bit of start of a die chip there. And see what else we got here. You can see the start of the chip there, but nothing else there. Oh, also it looks like that might be damaged there on the E, but that also looks like a die chip. It looks like a die chip with some damage over the top too. Okay, I don't know how I'd set this one. Oh, this one have, nope, nothing else. All right. I'm not sure. I thought I was overlooking minor things like that, but this one here has, this one has a die chip on the E, between the E and the R, and I don't see anything else with this one. Okay, so those two are kind of, why did I keep those? 2020. And that one there has clearly the start of the die chip there on the side of the building. Right there. And this is a 1964. Now, I really want to say this one here is a double die. But let me, oh, wrong button. Yeah, where is it at? There we go. I'm going to, well, here. Let's look at this real quick. You got the D there. This might just be a machine doubling. because you can see machine doubling there. You can see it there on the E and the T. I hadn't found anything that showed me where anything was wider. It just looks like everything's a little bit thinner. And a little bit up here too, I think. See a little bit on the edge of the E and the P there on the left sides. Right along the left side, along the outside. Notice I'm pretty sure this is machine doubling, but let's look at that mint mark a little bit closer. That's what the mint mark looks like. And I don't know if that's a machine doubling or double die. I hadn't been able to find a double die for this one, but there's like got about 300 double dies for this one. I don't know if that would just count as a double die or if this is, I think this is machine doubling, but y'all let me know what you think in the, oh, clicked the wrong thing. There we go. Y'all let me know what you think about that. Now I'm going to go and look for more, see if I can find me something more. I got the next 10 out. None of them are all brand new ones, so hopefully we can find something interesting in here. So let me know down what you think about that 64, and I'm going to check on the next ones, and I'll check back with you here in a second. All right, I actually found some more old ones this time. Oldest one I found is a 1941. It's 41 Denver. Pretty nice. 42. Unfortunately, not the silver one. 42 Philly. Then 53 Denver. Pretty good shape. And then 258 Denvers. This one's a little bit dirty, but yeah, pretty nice. I found this one's going back, but I found one with sprinkles on it. It got glitter bombed. I don't know what. It's been coming off all over my desk. It's gonna go back in so it will stop pooping on my desk. I got 2 more minor, what you call them, die chips. 27P, got the die chip there in the E. 2006P. Get this run. This 2017. I also have the die chip there in the O. And I think that was it for that one. And the 2006 was just beat up, but it has a start of the die chip there on the side of the building. It's not attached to the building, it's just off the building, but a little bit of the die chip starting there. Make sure, I'm pretty sure I've verified that was a chip. Yeah. It comes up, not down, so it's not a die gouge. And then 2019, I finally found one of the DDOs. See if I can get the right angle on it there. You can see the angle just in the corner of the doorway there. That corner right there. It goes around the corner a little bit. And well, make it so I can see this. Oh, wrong thing. Like that right there. So I believe this is the DDO that it is. It's the 008. And this is off Brian's Variety Coins. But so we got the figure out where my mouse is. There we go. back in here. So we actually have a real DDO here that has a name and a number and all that cool stuff too. All right, I got 10 more to go through. I'm going to go through those and I'll come back and do a wrap up with you. Talk to you here in a minute. All right, during that last 10, 5 of them were 2022 P or D rolls, so no need to search for them. I finally found an old coin though out of the other 5, but I only found one. 1936. Nice little gash there along its top, but readable date. I can tell for sure it's a Philadelphia. But good shape, 1936 penny. So doing the summary, I decided this is a toning. This is some kind of toning on it. This isn't mint air or anything like that, or planchet air. This is some kind of environmental toning. I found one foreign coin, the 1989 Canadian. I found 2, 4, 6. I've counted these like 10 times. 9, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 9. Yeah, 9 coins from 1941 to 1959. 259Ds, 259 or 58Ds, a 53D, a 41 and a 47D, and a 41 and a 42 Philly. I found 4 more modern coins that just look to be in pristine condition with a little bit of toning around the edges. 91 Denver, and then 4 of the or one 2005D, and they're all Denvers. Or both the 2005 series and the 2004 Lewis and Clark one, and then the 1991D, which seems to be pristine. I want to check those for upgrades, but they just seem too nice to throw back. These are the piles of the divots I found. The one that has a named God, what do you call it? DDR I got over here. And then these are just 70S's and 168S. This was just one I kept out to try to make up the set that looked like it's not quite, but almost in as good a shape as those are. And then these are just the 2 damaged ones I pulled out. I threw the sparkling one back because it was pooping sparkles all over the mat. You can see them all over the place around here. So that's it. Hope you enjoyed it. I wish it would have been more exciting, but whenever, almost what was it, 20% of what I had was brand new coins, not worth but nothing to look for in them. It kind of cuts down on what I can find, but found a buffalo, found a foreign, found some old ones, found some shiny ones. What else can you ask for? I know I can ask for a lot more, but what else can you reasonably ask for? Hope you enjoyed it. Please like, share, subscribe. Remember, we do this for fun, damn it. And let's just have fun out there. Good luck on your hunts. And that's it. Talk to y'all later.